Hey folks, Christian Dean Stove and Spa here. Today we are going to be talking about this guy right here, 44 Elite wood burning fireplace from Fireplace Xtrodinair. Today we're going to be wrapping up our conversation about the 44 Elite wood burning fireplace from Fireplace Xtrodinair. Just to recap, this is a 4.2 cubic foot firebox rated for up to 3,000 square feet for heating capacity. Takes a 32-inch log and is rated for up to 12-hour burn times. The application this would be installed in, no existing fireplace necessary. This is installed inside of a wood frame structure. No existing masonry chimney needed either. We use an air-cooled pipe for the exhaust. The fan that comes with this unit, 400 CFM blower segregated from the unit, utilizing outside air for convection. So you do not hear the fan like you do with most wood burning stoves, inserts, and fireplaces in this industry. So what we're going to be going over today is basic operation, maintenance, and to start, how to get it started. So first thing you want to make sure of, this guy right here, your damper bypass. This opens and closes your flue. So when you're first getting this fire started, you want to pull this out. That'll slide a plate open, opens up the chimney, allows you to get a draft established easier. You're not working around the baffle system in order to get that draft established. So definitely want to make sure your damper bypass is pulled out before you start the fire. Second part is this slider right here. This is your air control. So you want this slide all the way to your left. That will allow you for maximum airflow coming into the firebox, allows you to get the fire started faster as well. Door, so double door on the 44 Elite, single door option on the 36 Elite, its smaller counterpart. 44 Elite's always going to have double doors. So your right door, turn it counterclockwise, both doors open up. I have this preloaded with some kindling and newspaper. The unit itself actually comes with a fire starter, a lightning nugget. Very cool, burns for about 15 minutes, so we'll get your kindling started. Today we're using some basic newspaper, not the glossy stuff, just traditional newspaper. So we'll get this going. And when I'm getting the kindling going, I'm going to leave the doors slightly ajar to allow more airflow to come in. Another thing I recommend is when the unit is burning, these handles on the artisan door actually lift up and off. They'll get hot, so I would recommend popping those off. We like to keep them on a little slot in the stone there. Alright folks, so we have got our kindling lit and now we have some cordwood in there that's starting to catch. What we're going to do during this process is we're going to leave our damper bypass open. We're going to leave our air control slid over to the left. When I close the door, it engages a switch for the fan. So when the fan heats up, it uses a snap disc or a thermo switch. When it heats up to a certain temperature, that fan will automatically turn on. The door has to be closed and that switch on the door has to be engaged for the fan to turn on. From the time I light the fire to the time that blower turns on, depending on outdoor temperatures, usually about 20 to 30 minutes in terms of that convection fan turning on. Alright folks, so our fan has engaged. It is located right here. It's on a variable dial. Turning it clockwise will increase the intensity and strength of that fan speed. For this application, I'm going to turn it down as low as possible. Damper bypass is closed now. I like to wait until the fan turns on. The model will come with a digital readout that tells you your catalyst temperature. Manufacturer recommends we keep that around 500, at least 500 degrees before we close that damper down. I like to run it until the fan turns on. At that time, you can start adjusting your air. So the more you slide that over to the right, it's going to minimize your combustion air coming in. It's going to give you that nice, slow, overnight burn. So in regard to maintenance, what you're going to be doing on a daily, weekly basis, scooping out some ash, pretty much. We like to leave 1 inch to 2 inches of ash in the firebox at all times. That allows for that insulatory factor, so your coals will be held longer. It'll retain temperatures better. I don't recommend cleaning all the ash out, so you want to leave 1 inch to 2 inches in there at all times. The coals, you can leave those in there. There's BTUs left in that. Those will continue to burn down. The light, fluffy, talcum powdery ash, that's the stuff that there's no BTUs left in that, so that can come out pretty much at any time. And in regard to annual maintenance, I do recommend having a professional do your annual maintenance. Heat Zone Tech would be our #1 choice for that service. What would be done during that service? Obviously, a chimney sweep. The chimney stack itself would be cleaned. Catalyst on top of the baffle. When you close that damper bypass, that catalyst is acting like a filter, so your exhaust flows through that before it goes up the flue. We want to make sure that that catalyst is clean. The exhaust can pass through it freely, so that would be something that we would be maintaining annually as well. And then you want to take a look at the fan too. So the fan generally is going to be mounted on the outside wall of the house. There's a louver plate over that. We would take that louver off. There's a filter behind that. Just a basic inspection to make sure everything's looking good there as well. All right, folks, well, I could keep talking about this unit for hours on end, but we're going to wrap this up. Thank you so much for joining me here at Dean's to talk about the 44 Elite wood-burning fireplace from Fireplace Xtrodinair. Be sure to check it out in person. We have it in operation at both our Plantsville and our New Hartford locations. Really, come in and see this in person. It's a total game changer, unlike any other wood-burning fireplace in the industry, the 44 Elite from Fireplace Xtrodinair. We hope to see you here soon at Dean's Stove and Spa, folks. Thank you very much.